dance and travel the world.
Dancehall can't stall, me have to go my party.
Dancehall is the best. I put food on my table enough get a youth.
Yeah, man, I hear is me I sell my peanut them for.
Dancehall can't start forever and ever. Dancehall can't start. Dancehall can't start forever and ever.
There's an ongoing discussion about whether or not art reflects life, or is it life which reflects art. Dancehall music as an art is probably the most talked about in this regard. So, is dancehall music mimicking the society, or is it setting trends? This is Dancehall Music Through The Lens.
Dancehall can't start forever and ever. Dancehall can't start.
Dancehall is up-tempo Jamaican music. It's related to, street culture.
The compression of inner city and just the date and moment-to-moment stories and incidences that happen.
Dancehall music is really a reflection of the people, their lifestyle, what's happening around them. The good and the bad.
There are two definitions of dancehall. One is that given by Norman Stolzoff in his book, Wake the Town and Tell the People, which describes dancehall as a space where the underclass, the dispossessed, entertain and recreate themselves. And he traces that back to slavery. Then there is the music form, the genre, which has its origin back in the 1980s. And that is really a form of music where the vocalization is locked to the rhythm of the music.
So with that definition of the genre, here is what some industry players thinks about the thesis.
Thinking if dancehall takes from the society or does it influence it, it's a yes. It's an interdependent situation wherein you have a youth in the ghetto. You understand? Him born knowing extortion, killing, robbing. All of that is his environment. So as a creative musician, due to where he's grown, that is the type of music he'd probably sing. Doesn't have to, but 98% of the time is that happening.
Music, you must remember. Music, art. Music is art. Art has always been a reflection of your society. So your society reflects the art and vice versa. So when Bounty Killer said,
look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my pain? Am I your enemy?
What state were we in? Maybe to some people, because you're going to always have people that won't know what the struggle consists of. But then if you ask the mass majority, they will tell you, yo, I know what hardship is, I know what mackerel and dumpling life is, I know what dumpling and butter life is. Killer can relate to it. When Bounty do a song like that, the masses can relate to it.
Alright, now for the artists them sing, like, when them sing like I'll say, phone card, banana chips, dumpling and butter. You see me? Tell me what you see in a society. The them thing they see happen. You see me? When you go up on the street, you see the dog them a sell them phone card. You see me? And them banana chips, same way. You see me? So them thing they real. You see me? So that's why we say music bring a real life thing.
Because the environment that is around him, that is what he's going to be meddling inside his mind. And that is what is going to be coming out on record. Now, as a person like that grows and get involved more into dancehall and more into music and see how the business works, start to travel and other aspects of things, that is when you really see youths inside the dancehall evolve out at that stage. You understand? So the environment does, but the artist does also.
Once I was a little child, little things that make me smile.
Complex production.
Since dancehall music narrates stories of ghetto trials and other aspects of the society, the writing process must be a very interesting one.
How an artist come about creating his music or creating his craft is basically 1, what he sees around him, 2, the life he's living. And that is the creative process. And then there comes the ego, because every artist have an ego, and that is what him feed off for create. You understand? So if you get up today and you see a lady over there saw a struggle, or a lady next door have a problem, all of that can be involved into the writing process and the creative process. It doesn't generally have to be about you and about your life, but it can be about other people, and a lot of times it is about other people. You understand? So it is basically everything that is around. You understand? Because watch this. Stevie Wonder blind, but yet him write music, don't? Stevie Wonder creates music of images inside his mind because him don't know what the world actually look like. You understand? So it's basically what you see and perceive comes out into lyrics and paper, and that is the creative process of an artist.
Amount of struggles on my face, man, I forgive thanks in a real life, in a real life. I pray, man, I pray, and I go and hold the faith in a real life. In a real life, the amount of struggles on my face, man, I forgive thanks in a real life, in a real life. No used to say me not rich nowhere, but still one day I'll survive.
So we have heard from the creators. Now let's see what a professional has to say.
Dancehall is very important in terms of how we construct identity in the Jamaican society. Which means that there is basically a symbiotic relationship between dancehall and how we behave, and how our behavior informs dancehall. So it's not just a one-way street, it's a two-way kind of movement. Because yes, when we hear dancehall music and we respond in particular ways. Dancehall is a space in which we negotiate identity because we are able to test in the dancehall the things which are acceptable and which are not acceptable. So by making certain utterances, you're able to test what is really acceptable or isn't. So it's a very important forum, it's a very important site for testing things, whether it be clothing, whether it be speech, whatever, whether it be, it can be some cultural practice, and people are able to get their cues as to what will be accepted and what will not from what takes place in the dancehall.
Standing over 3 decades, dancehall music has set many trends.
Dancehall have created so many trends that because you're the linguistic change so often, you don't even realize how much trends you create and keep recreating as you go along.
Flossing, for example, that's one of the things.
Here's a classic one for you. Browning.
Dress code, cause there's a clocks. Bleaching, cause they don't know everybody start bleaching in Jamaica from cause there's a bleaching. So, from Alkaline say, whoosh slangs, Popcorn say, yo, you don't know slangs them.
Say you want to know say from teacher drop the song, them 3 things that not stay up on the shelf, the oats, the supplement, the milk. But wait, forget the peanuts, them things I sell off.
Get the oats, get the supplement, get the nuts, get the nothing made.
The oats sell more. Shopkeeper are more busy, you see me? More thing. Yeah man, all him downtown inside downtown.
all about me, you'll be get to them same way. You don't know the street. I walk one night street.
I would say it has had perhaps its greatest impact on fashion, the way we dress, the way we carry ourselves.
And when you get the new clocks, the daddy, I wish color that, I did no party. And you alone have the style, the daddy. The queen for England, have love of yardy.
Real bad man, no muggle in a shorts. Straight jeans, cut off foot pants. Everybody have the arms when me get my clocks. Everybody have the arms when me get my clocks.
If clocks is something that we wear as a style, and jeans is the most universal fabric for the 21st century, and a white t-shirt will always be a basic wear for anybody in the universe. So when you put that together with lyrics and the number one DJ saying that, then it's automatically a hit.
Jeans and fitted in a white t-shirt, we did it. We rock them shades to the limit. Uptown, uptown. Same so we beat up both more.
I would definitely say that it's everywhere in that you can always hear it somewhere off in the distance. Daytime, if you walk anywhere in any of the cities or hubs, you know, the dance hall's playing everywhere. Somebody's walking and doing their work to it. So, yeah, it's embedded, very much so.
That no time come. All of this space for me skin soon done. If you're not none, go get one.
Yeah, I think when an artist gets tattooed or do a song about tattoos, yeah, it sometimes affects the flow of clients, you know, but it's really based on the artist and his fan base. You know, it's kind of like a cartel sings a tattoo song, you know, like every tattoo shop gets filled with people on tattoo the other day, you know, something like that.
When the ink load up and the needle a joke, tattoo sell off, everybody have to look. Jalla say me pretty like a coloring book. She say me skin pretty like a coloring book.
Tattoo artists definitely benefited from that when Cartel sing the tattoo song, because it was like tattoo was the thing right at that moment.
There are a number of things, you know, in terms of, you know, just our lifestyle and, you know, what we support or don't support, that really flows from the dancehall culture.
The impacts of dancehall music are numerous, even on the global stage. More and more people have logged on to the culture.
She loves and appreciates the culture, and she is here to show it once again. Here is Rankin Punkin.
Dancehall is one of the greatest and biggest genres of music inside of the world, even though it is underrated. Why? Because of how dancehall is structured in terms of the business and how we deal with the business of dancehall. If there was no dancehall, there would be no hip-hop or rap. A lot of people don't know that. Without dancehall, everything started from here, from us, from dancehall, from MCing on a mic, from sound. That is where rap came from us. You understand? That's the evolution of hip-hop music. You understand? That's why dancehall and hip-hop go so close together. That's why Nicki Minaj and everybody and all that Rihanna's them pay attention, because them know the root of hip-hop is dancehall.
German national Emanuel, aka German, is now in Jamaica doing music full-time. He shares his journey of falling in love with the genre and how dancehall music is back in his home country.
I'm here doing music full-time for about 3.5, nearly 4 years in Jamaica. Yeah, it's really the energy and the vibe, and I think it's probably the most creative genre. It's evolving really fast. It's really creative. So yeah, that definitely influenced me.
According to German, dancehall music is a niche in all of Europe. There are many festivals promoting dancehall and reggae music, one of the biggest being Summer Jam.
Internationally, I think like the original dancehall groups are really influential. Like a lot of the 90s dancehall, like Steely and Clevie and Dave Kelly and Tony Kelly, all of those producers. I guess they're really influential on the international stage right now. But also current producer.
Come to impress. Come and climb in my bed.
Girl flicks, no time to have sex. Long time you have the road boy.
Yeah, also slangs, I guess. I think Chris Brown on a song, DJing in Patois actually. So yeah, that part is definitely influential as well, and just the grooves.
I get the bus and no discussion, gotta deal with murder she wrote. You wanna know how I know what I know? I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote.
I think Patois is probably the most creative language as well, and it's always evolving,
Though dancehall culture is very impactful, music producer Tandra aligns the growth of dancehall internationally to something totally different.
Well, no, the reason why all those foreign artists are coming here is attributed to one person who was like, say he's coming from the American and UK markets, right? And I guess he decided to come to Jamaica. And the person I'm speaking of is John Baker, right? And he runs G-Jam. So he, I believe, has kept up his links, right? And does business abroad, which is the same like a Robert Livingston would do business abroad, but he does that a little bit differently where he has the facilities to accommodate bringing down a team of people, right? And I don't know if he caught on to that quick, or I don't know if he caught on to Airbnb like 15 years ago. I don't know, but he just stuck to that, you understand? And I don't know if anybody else has tried the model in Kingston, but I think maybe more people will because of Airbnb and sort of the whole opportunity to come to Jamaica, come with a team of people, stay in one place and just work on music is what is actually attractive. That's what's bringing them here. So Jamaica can handle Beyonce and her team, Snoop Dogg and his team, Major Lazer and their team, and different various acts. And also there's songwriting camps that take place. You have the sometimes, different labels or publishing companies or various entities, right, put together songwriting camps with the songwriters, producers, sometimes some talent, and lock in everybody in a different amount of them and team them up, put them in different areas, but it's all in one place. You understand? So it's Airbnb mixed with a studio. So this is, again, an attractive package. And it works well because, you're so creative, you're embedded, and it's a nice vibe. I don't know if you've done music anywhere else, but in terms of creation, Jamaica is very warm. It's one of the few places you can walk into a studio somewhere, like especially in Kingston. You can, a studio over there, so man, just go on over there and tell us I'm sending you.
My name is David Greenland, and last year was my first experience in the United States as a cultural exchange student. Well, the experience over there was very wonderful, very nice. I love it because it's so fascinating to see that everybody from different countries, people from different countries, they're so fascinated with Jamaica and the culture.
Hi, my Jamaican girlfriend. Me love you.
Everybody from the different countries, them always want to catch on to a dialect. So I teach them a couple of the slangs, them like Wagwan, where you dip on them thing there. I have a friend from Russia, Ildar, can never forget Ildar. Him love talk about big body girl.
Why pray? What's happening with your like? What kind of girl you like? Big body girl. I'm a girlist.
Oh gosh, man. I feel music they want to hear the most, Cause from them here say Jamaican, them know say a bag of things are gonna go on for that the club there, for that experience. They want to experience everything Jamaican. So when you go to the club now, my part with the Turkish people, they mostly still, but them enjoy it the most. The club Tanto Blacks did forward one night as well, and he mash up the place. Everybody want to see him. People from Turkey still want to see him right now. They want to know which part of Jamaica him come from and thing. You see, even our workplace, dancehall music, big. Me never know say man like Charlie Black, man like Alkaline, them man they big in Mexico until me reach a foreign. Me work with some Mexicans now, every day them a play champion boy. Alkaline, you know Alkaline champion boy. Them a play party animal Charlie Blacks. You see a man like Sean Paul, them man they run the radio foreign. You can look out for your song from him after any Rihanna, after any Chris Brown.
Dancehall music is responsible for many tourists who arrive on our shores. People travel to Jamaica for concerts, stage shows, and even dance classes. Supreme Blazers dance group in Kingston, Jamaica, teaches persons from Europe, USA, and even Japan.
Of course, the dancing is something that comes from that. There's, the attendant culture. I mean, we've always had a dance culture and music culture, but I think, they've taken it to another level where you have a lot of people now making a living from music-related ventures, and getting very, very rich. Sometimes it's people who don't come from the same background as the artist.
Yeah, and people and support the dancers them because we met the Europeans them coming into Jamaica to take class.
Dancehall, I travel the world.
Dancehall can't style, me have to go my party.
Dancehall is the best. I put food on my table and enough get a youth.
Yeah, man, I hear is me I sell my peanut them for.
Dancehall can't start forever and ever. Dancehall can't start.
It can be concluded that dancehall music reflects aspects of the Jamaican society. Here is a prime example of dancehall in its finest form. Dancehall music not only reflects aspects of the Jamaican society, but it also influences what we say, what we do, our dress code, and also our behavior. Dancehall music has not only impacted Jamaica, but is very influential in the diaspora and even the globe.